They're in the gate. And they're off. And Joking Way from the far outside is quickly racing for the lead. Endpoint comes on through from mid-pack to challenge. They race up the chute, come for the main track. Joking Way. Here comes Coops down toward the rail and Endpoint in between. Those three mixing it up early. 2 lengths back to Moe's Treasure. On into 4th. Team leader losing ground. 5th. Ghost Nation on the move from 6th. Rio Moon is now 7th. Single Ruler 8th outside. Leola down toward the rail 9th. King Russell's back in 10th. And Wild Sean is at the back in 11th, about 12 lengths off the lead. And that opening quarter was just 23 seconds flat. Onto the far turn. Coops goes head-to-head with Joking Way. Joking Way on the outside of Coops. Nothing between these two as they round the far turn. And Moe's Treasure revs up 3 wide. And Ghost Nation comes on 4 wide. Endpoint's in behind them 5th. Racing for the top of the stretch. And it's Joking Way who comes away with a narrow lead. Moe's Treasure right alongside. Coops in tight and behind. Heading for the 8th pole. Moe's Treasure digs in. Joking Way fights on toward the rail. Joking Way and Moe's Treasure head-to-head furlong to go. Ghost Nation 3rd and trying to close. 16th pole now. Moe's Treasure grabs the upper hand and is opening up to the wire. And it will be Moe's Treasure. A hard-fought winner by 2 in the end. Ghost Nation might have grabbed 2nd from Joking Way. That's tight. Endpoint was 4th.
They're off. Seas of Normandy broke well, so did the Heights and Miller's Right. My Spirit's on the move. In the center is Profound Impact. Winnemac Avenue is next, then Macho Via, Sun Thunder. At the rail, Moon Overdue By, and just outside of him, Hard to Come By. The 2 trailers are King Russell, and the trailer at the back of the pack is Running Block. To the backstretch they run, and Miller's Right is the leader. He's a length in front of Seas of Normandy in 2nd. Then to the inside, and the Heights 3rd and about 2 from the front. Then Profound Impact. Winnemac Avenue is alongside My Spirit. They're both about 4 from the front and 2 in front of Sun Thunder, Macho Via, and in the center, Hard to Come By. Another 2.5 back, 2. King Russell and Moon Overdue By. The trailer is still Running Block midway on the backstretch. Finish line 16th pole, and Miller's Right is getting there first. It is Miller's Right, 3/4 of a length. 2 to the outside, and Seas of Normandy, and here's Profound Impact 3 deep. These 3 right across the racetrack. 2.5 back, 2. The Heights, Winnemac Avenue, and My Spirit. Sun Thunder is 7th, but he's advancing. Here's Sun Thunder in the green cap. Could be heard from yet late. Here's Sun Thunder now moving strongly, and Sun Thunder is going to make a big rush all the way up to go from 7th to the front at the top of the stretch. A monster move from Sun Thunder, who suddenly lands 3 lengths in front. The Heights has moved up on the outside. Then comes Seas of Normandy, but it's Sun Thunder, and he is dominating. Sun Thunder, the Heights, King Russell up into 2nd now. Sun Thunder in front. Big win for Sun Thunder. He won by 7. King Russell was 2nd, Seas of Normandy 3rd. Close for 4th between Winnemac Avenue and Miller's Right. They're off. Very awkward start for DeLuca. Good start for Hallow Point, Missin Hollywood, and a hard sent Talladega. And Talladega takes the lead. Seas of Normandy, King Russell, and Further Evidence are next. Then Escapeologist, followed by Interlock Empire and Texas Pride. And the bad start has DeLuca at the back of the pack. Talladega, Hallow Point, and a 3 wide Missin Hollywood. These 3 right across the track. Seas of Normandy gets a great tracking spot. He's 4th and a length and a half off the lead. Then it's a gap of 5 lengths back to King Russell. Outside of him goes Further Evidence and Escapeologist at the rail. Then it's 2.5 to Interlock Empire and Texas Pride. DeLuca is still the trailer, 10 lengths first to last. Talladega is the leader. It is Talladega, a half length in front of Hallow Point and Missin Hollywood. Seas of Normandy continues to get this dream trip, sitting fourth and waiting to go. Seas of Normandy inches closer now, and he's about to make his move from fourth up into second. 4 lengths further back to Escapeologist and King Russell. They're racing as a team, 2 in front of Interlock Empire. Talladega, Seas of Normandy is after him now. Talladega leads a half length. Seas of Normandy is second, 2.5 lengths to Missin Hollywood. King Russell has moved up into fourth, now third in the yellow. Here's King Russell on the move. Seas of Normandy claims the lead from Talladega in second. 3.5 back to King Russell, not today for Escapeologist. Final furlong, Seas of Normandy. Talladega is battling back. Talladega inside, Seas of Normandy outside, and Talladega retakes the lead. Seas of Normandy, King Russell might get second. Flavian Pratt and Talladega in front. Talladega beat King Russell by a half length. Seas of Normandy third. Escapeologist finished fourth. Storm and Army breaks well, so does Seeking Unity. These two are quick. Tahoe Run and On the Stage. Then comes King Russell and Gamekeeper, followed by Qualified, and the early trailer is DeLuca. Storm and Army sprints away at the clubhouse turn and leads by a full 2 lengths from Seeking Unity and Tahoe Run. 2 lengths further back to On the Stage. He's the gray in fourth and 4.5 from the front. King Russell stays at the rail for Bejarano. He's in the yellow with 5 to make up. Gamekeeper on debut alongside him. Qualified and DeLuca at the back of the pack. 7 lengths first to last up the backstretch, and the leader is Storm and Army. Storm and Army coasting along in command. He leads it by 2.5 lengths from Tahoe Run and Seeking Unity, who eyeball each other, and the front runner. 2.5 more back to On the Stage. King Russell is traveling very well at the rail. He's in the yellow, fourth now, and 3.5 off the lead. Gamekeeper stays with him. The 2 trailers are still Qualified and DeLuca. They round the far turn. Storm and Army trying to go all the way. Now Seeking Unity and Irad Ortiz Jr. come after him, and Storm and Army only leads by a length. Seeking Unity is second, 2.5 lengths. On the Stage moves up 3 deep in third. Then Gamekeeper. King Russell has not fired at all. Tahoe Run top of the stretch. Storm and Army leads. On the Stage is threatening to run a big one. He's just run by Seeking Unity, and now these are the 2, On the Stage and Seeking Unity. Now King Russell is finally in gear, and he's flying, gonna have to dive to the inside. Seeking Unity has the lead. On the Stage and King Russell. Seeking Unity, King Russell catching. Seeking Unity, King Russell. Here's King Russell in time.
And they're off. A perfect start to the 87th Arkansas Derby. Toward the inside, Two Eagles River, as expected, heading toward the lead. Harlow Cap is with him on the inside in second. Airtime got out well in third. Reincarnate is fourth. Bourbon Bash on the inside fifth. And Rocket Can sits outside in sixth. He's only about 4 lengths off the lead as they head to the backstretch. And then comes Angel of Empire. He's off the rail by 1 path. Interlock Empire, the bright gray, is inside of him. King Russell is next to last in that late running red Route 1. Blinkers on and all, is still trailing the field here. He's a good 12 or 13 lengths off the lead as they move up the backstretch. Two Eagles River and Nick Juarez set the pace in the Arkansas Derby, and Reincarnate is his companion right to the outside. Harlow Cap on the inside is racing in third and is just a neck to the good of Airtime. Followed to the outside by Rocket Can. He's going to be 4 wide into that turn, but he is in the clear and is only 3 lengths off the lead now. Bourbon Bash hugs the inside into that far turn. Angel of Empire is within range if he's good enough on the outside, and he is starting to move now. Angel of Empire is racing with Rocket Can toward the outside, and then comes King Russell and Interlock Empire. Dropping back and out of it is Bourbon Bash. Red Route 1 enters the stretch 10th and last as they straighten away in the upper stretch. And Angel of Empire has ranged into the lead here. Two Eagles River drops back on the inside. Toward the outside, King Russell is running on. Reincarnate in the second flight with Airtime and Rocket Can. Angel of Empire and Flavian Pratt. Angel of Empire wins the Arkansas Derby and wins it clear. King Russell was up for second. It was tight for third between Reincarnate and Rocket Can.